G'day and welcome to another video with Better Pics. Hope this finds everyone well. Today we're going to talk about entering metadata into your files within Adobe Lightroom. Metadata is a really powerful tool and important in your normal workflow, just to make sure that you're including all the relevant information about your images. Now, this can be relevant for a number of reasons. It may be that you produce stock imagery and you want to make sure that the caption, description and keywords that are entered into your images accurately reflect what the image's subject matter is about. And it's also really important from a copyright perspective as well, so you can put obviously your name or your business name and any usage information to ensure that you are credited and paid correctly whenever you're uploading or sending imagery out to clients or publications or whatever it may be. Once you get into the swing of things and into it all, you can actually get it done pretty quickly and efficiently, which is never a bad thing. All right, let's have a look. Now, I've got a few images here that I photographed in Sydney, actually over the last few days. I'm down here on a job at the moment, and I've just got a few images of Sydney Harbour looking across from the north side of the harbour across to the city skyline, including the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. All right, so we're just going to start with this image here, and you can see I'm just going to direct your attention down to the bottom right hand corner. There's a couple of little tabs there worth having a look at. The top one, if we hover over it, is keywords, and the bottom one is just info. Keywords is pretty self-explanatory. You can enter in your keywords, so what we're going to do is enter Sydney, separated by a comma, Harbour, City, Bridge. Now, I would normally enter in a lot more keywords. Sunny day, there's a blue sky, there's a whole bunch of options that we can put in there. But just for demonstration purposes, we'll just keep it fairly simple at the moment. What we're going to do then is just hit enter, and you'll see that those keywords will actually appear as a tag just below that spot where we enter the keywords in. What that means is that if we have a look, we hover over them, we can actually see that they go red, and it gives us the option to remove that tag. So if, for example, we put a tag in that's not relevant, we can easily remove it. We can also add more tags if we want. Let's add in blue sky. There we go. We've got a new tag that is placed in there as well. Once again, hover over it. We can remove it if we want to. Tags are really important when it comes to your images being online, particularly for stock sites, whether it's your own or a third party, as that's often what people use to search for images. So accurate tags that represent the subject matter, as I mentioned earlier, are a very, very important thing. If we have a look down at the info section, you can see that that actually gives us the information around the camera and lens and settings that we use to photograph the particular images. So you can see in this case it was photographed on a Canon R3, 24-70 lens, 2.8, 6000 by 4000 pixels. The size of the file, it's a .cr3, which is Canon's raw file. Focal length 24mm, 1/160th of a second, f7.1 at ISO 50. Pretty standard stuff. We've then got the option below to enter more metadata in, which is a good thing. We can add in the title, which let's call it Sydney Harbour Bridge. Caption. What we can do is just put a slightly longer version. On a sunny day. You see there it's got the file name, the date that it was captured, location. All right, so Sydney Harbour. Location is generally just like a sub-location that might be a little bit more specific to where it is. City is obviously Sydney. State is New South Wales. Country is Australia. And the option to put in GPS coordinates if you want to as well. This represents, and this is a really good thing that I like about Lightroom, is that it really represents the core or the most important data that you would normally enter for metadata. There might be other sections that you would enter depending on a publication or media outlet that they specifically request. But I've found over the years that this really does represent the specific information that I would normally deliver to a client or a publication, to really cover off on everything that's absolutely necessary, remembering you've got those tags just above as well. So that information is a really good thing to give an accurate description, keywords, tags, captions, title, and general location information to be logged into or embedded into the image file, and then wherever you upload it, generally that will appear, which is a great way to go from an efficiency perspective. Now you can also, worth mentioning, select multiple images, and you can add tags and those description to multiple images at the same time, which is a huge time-saving assistance. Which, as you know, I am all about saving time so we can get out and take more photographs. It's never a bad thing. Now, initially, as I mentioned earlier, while entering metadata can feel a little bit tedious, it is absolutely worth putting the effort in and entering that detail, even if it's just basic information, just to help keep on top of things. It is something that will always come in handy down the track, particularly if you need to edit or deliver images to a publication quickly. Make sure that you get onto that metadata, because the more you can do now, the less you need to do later. It really is something to get onto. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope this video has been helpful. As always, any questions are welcome in the comments below, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.